Hello chickens, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, of course, and it's a perfect day for a little crafting, so I hope that you are going to follow along with me. I'm excited to be doing another little contribution for the journal jigsaw collaboration hosted by the amazing RachandBella Crafts. So yeah, I hope that you've been having a wonderful time putting yours together. I've had a lovely time putting all mine together and getting through all the videos and making all the little projects that have been contributed by some of the most amazing people. So yeah, we encourage you, if you haven't already, join us and follow these tutorials. It's going to be amazing. It really is. So yes, the hashtag is journal jigsaw. Have a look at the bottom of my screen there. And today I am one of two people taking part with the prompt called Delightful Embossed Digitals. Now be sure to go and have a look at my partner today, who is Rach herself from RachandBella Crafts. She's doing the same one. I am doing bright and shabby, and Rach is doing rustic and grungy. All right, so that's what we're doing today. Right, you can find all the details of everyone that's taking part, whether it be the layouts, whether it be the kits we're using, and just heads up, those are 40% off for the digitals at the moment. And if you don't have a printer, you can buy a printed kit from myself and from Rachel. She has her half of the kit and I have mine, so there you go. All right, so any questions of who's taking part, click on the link tree. It's all dated for you. You just have to click on the name and it'll take you straight to their channel. Right, so I have got one of my signatures here. I am going to make a project with you today. We're going to emboss it, so that's what we're doing. And we're going to put it into the journal. So let's get started. I'll put that to the side. What do you need? Well, I've got a little mock-up here, and it's not in the papers. This is really my prototype. It's not the paper I'm using today, but you know, whenever you're doing something, you want to have a little test run. Well, I do, so that I know what's going to happen. So I'm going to emboss some digitals like this. We're going to open them up. We're going to have a little flip out with pockets to store our ephemera. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach this on my page to make some extra pockets. Okay, so that's really the short and tall of it, except it won't be in these papers. These are just leftover pages that I had. Right, so the pages I am using today, excuse me, Abby, that's my dog making herself heard, rolling on her ball in the corner there. I'm using these pages. These are background pages from my journal kit. This is the lovely, very soft apple green blossom. And then this page, which I love. And I'm choosing this page because it's quite busy and I don't want to have to put too much decoration on it. I was going to use a different page. I was going to use this one, but I thought, no, I'd have to decorate it and it's going to make it too tubby. So I don't want it chunky, I should say, for the purpose. So these are the two I'm using. The other thing I'm using is my template. So this is one of the templates from my Templates 2 digital kit. I have these as a printed option if you're wanting to buy all my templates, but I have two, well, I've got a couple of template kits. This one's called Templates 2. It's got I think 6 or 7 different options that I use. These I use for years now and I keep using them. I've also got an exciting envelope one as well, but this is Templates 2 and this piece is in there and it's looks like this. It's not printed, it's a pattern piece. All right, so you can find that in the details below. Right, I'm going to use this today to make the base and really love those because it's so easy. Right, we'll come back to this one. Let's put it over there. First thing you want to do is grab your glue stick, the piece of paper you want to use. I'm going to fold this directly in half lengthwise, like that. I'm going to take my glue stick. Oops. I find the glue stick easiest for this kind of thing. And I'm just going to glue it on the one side. I'm not too worried about every little corner or whatever because we're going to cut out. Right, now I do this because if you cut out 2 of these separately and stick them together, you're going to have a right time getting frustrated trying to match them up. So to me, this is the easy way to do this. Now this way you'll have a print on both sides. Now it doesn't have to be the same piece of paper. You can cut 2 halves of different colors and sandwich them together, but do sandwich them first. All right, so there we go. That is now nicely sandwiched and glued with a glue stick, so we have paper on both sides. You want to take your pattern piece, and we're going to, which side is the fold? That one. We're going to put that up against, well, like this. Take my pencil and just draw around your pattern piece. Now I did mount my I did this with the other one as well. I did mount my pattern piece when I printed it out onto card. Cereal box, anything like that will work. I just want to check that I have got this lined up properly now that I'm chatting and talking and moving and all these things. You want to get that spot on. All right, so that's there. There we go. All right, so let's cut that out quickly. Okie dokes, guys, there we go. We have the piece cut out. That's perfectly done. I'm then going to take my bundled sage distress oxide and I'm going to just go around the edges here. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I find it, because I'm doing bright and shabby, I'm trying to stay away from the vintage photo too much, although I do it very lightly anyway. You know, I'm just trying to use something a little bit different here. And this bundled sage is a great one. I have about 6 or 8 of these digital oxides that I use. And I think you sort of collect according to what your style is. And mine is bright and shabby, I would say. So, yeah. All right, so there we go. We've got that all done. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to just mark the fold line. So get your pattern piece back again. Line it up and move it slightly away just so that you can get your pencil mark in there. We are going to only fold the one side first, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, right, so I've got that there. You want your bone folder, and I had a nice little ruler. Here it is, and then I'm going to just match up 2 of these lines. So my board's bent. I don't know what I did to it, but it's not going flat, and well, I got frustrated with that, so I'm going to get the other one out of my craft bag, I think. Right, there we go. I've done that there, and now just on the one side at this point, turn that over. And you want to just see where that line is, so just slightly, not completely, just so that I can see where the line is. Then you want to take your ruler, your bone folder, keep the ruler on here, just lift that up and fold it over. That way you're not going to get a whole bent section going on over there. All right, so we've got that there. There we go, nice and smooth. Right, now what I would suggest is don't go and fold this one. It's going to lap over slightly. So what I did here was I've got this line here, but I'm going to move it up slightly, like 1/8 of an inch, and just do a gentle fold. And again, just get the general idea of where it needs to go, and then I'm going to match it up here. So let's just get the board lined up, and then we can match that up there. I think that's where I sort of want it. And hopefully it's not bunching up. It doesn't matter if it does. It's not the end of the world. No, it's okay. Right, I'm going to leave the ruler in here when I fold this over, just because we're going to put paper in there and it gives it a little bit of a boxed edge. All right. So there we go. Right. So it's not completely flat, it's slightly raised, thickness of the ruler. Right, now those match nicely. Okay, now I just want to check that that's the same there and that's the same there, and it is. So there we go. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to emboss this piece as it is. I have got a embossing folder. This is an alteration Tim Holtz one I bought about 3 years ago. This one is like a 3D embossing and it's called Botanical. I have it on my Amazon favorite tools list if you're interested. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. It gives you a lovely 3D embossed look, and it's perfect because it's going to fit in there. Look at that. Perfect. We're going to run that through the embossing machine just like that. All right. If you don't have an embossing machine but you want in a folder, you can actually put it in here and use a rolling pin. If you take, put this in like this and take a nice, I've got my grandmother's one, which is a wooden one, and run that over, roll it over a few times, it does work. Or if you've got those old fresh pasta machines, that works as well. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I have actually done that, so I don't need to stop anything. I've put it through and this is what it looks like. Isn't that amazing if you can see that? Yeah, I love it. Right, so there we go. And then all I did was I took my Distress Oxide that was on the bundled sage, and I very lightly just run it over the top like that, and it just sort of touches the raised edges. All right, so that's what we've got there. Okay, you can see the difference, I think, from where I haven't done that and where I have. Okay, right, now what we want to do is we want to take this piece of paper. Okay, so what I did was, and this is just an approximation, about 2 inches from the bottom, you want to fold the whole sheet. All right, so I'm just going to use my thumbnail because I'm going to turn it up. As I say, it's just an approximation. You want something like that. Yeah. Okay, now you want to open these two up. You want to get that bit into the bottom there. Yeah. Now we want to fold this down, but we are looking at this fold line over here, and you want to meet it, not meet it, you want to go up to the fold line, but like 1/16 of an inch, like a couple of mils away from it, because you don't want to cause that to get bulk that fold up too much. So I'm getting that one down there. I'm now turning it to the side, trying to not get my head underneath here. And I think that's sort of where I want it. Like that. And let's see, a little bit more. Get that done. I'm just matching up the edges here. And I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, there's the fold line. You've got just a fraction there, like that. Okay, take it out. Match that edge nice and flush on the edge here. All right. And then just take your finger and run it along. Now you take this bone folder and you give it a nice burnish on that bottom fold and on this one over here. Okay, so we've got those two like that. Now this one, we want to stick it down, and I'm just using the glue stick. Right, so you want to get glue all the way to the edge there, like that, and close that. And again, just like that. Okay, nice and flat as possible is required. And then we've got this bit over here. Now what I wanted to do was, I want to fold this bit in about 3¼ inches. What is that in centimeters? About 8 centimeters. Don't have to be precise, but you're trying to, I'm just using my board, so that's about 1/4, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to make a little notch there. And again, just get the board how I want it, and I'm going to take my ruler and my bone folder and give it a nice burnish and hold that there. Again, I do this, it gives it a better crease, and you want to get that all over. Line these bits up against each other is the important bit. Don't go skew, line them up. All right, and hold that there while you give that a nice fold. Okay, now again, fit that in there, line it up with your edge, yeah, like that, and then there we go. So that's lined up there and there. Then just take your bone folder and give it a little mark over there, like that, and pretty much over there. Okay, now you know where you've got to fold the other bit, and I'm going to go a hair's breadth right of that mark. Okay, so slightly in, and then same thing. There we go, and again, line it up with the base. There we go. All right, so we've got it all done there. You can go and take your whichever distress ink you fancy. I'm just going to take the blue. There we go. Right. Now we want to get our glue, so I'm going to use Bailey Art. I'm going to open these up here, just the bottom one, and you want to put some glue on this bit here. You want to do it on the fold line. Get a decent amount there. There. My daughter sounds like Thumper going up and down the stairs, honestly, like a herd of elephants. Right, got that there, that there. There we go. All right, just making sure I've got no glue on my poor mat. Okay, while we are waiting for that, oh no, let's not. Yeah, while we're waiting for that, I want to just take this bit over here. I have got 2 little circles, and I think I am going to use my vintage, just very lightly. These are 3/4 inch or 15 mils. Just cut them from a scrap of paper. There we go. I'm going to stick them on to my little thingy here. Now, I think this is just over 5 inches. Yeah, so I'm just going to use this to line up where the circles need to go. So I'm looking at about there and about there. That's just so that I've got the center line. And then I'm going to stick them. Now, I'm not putting, I'm not making a coin envelope type thing. I am just going to put in a little eyelet. So let's just get that there. And I just like these as like a little goodie to go around that. So we've got this and we've got this. It's a decorative bit really. And then we want to get that there. Okay, right. I've got two little spring green eyelets, and I'm going to just put that in there. Now, I don't know how you're meant to set this properly, but I've just learned how to sort of eyeball it. I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know what it is. I think it's a mystery to all of us. Right, we've got that there, and that's great. Love that. That's how we're going to close it. Then we're going to take our little bit here, and we are going to stick this down. So I think I'm going to use the fabric tack just because it gives me a little bit more time to do that. So it's just the middle bit you want to glue. Right, you want to open those two bits up. You want to close. Oh, I nearly dropped it. Turn it like that. And then you can get it fitting in there nicely. And push it down. You've got a little bit of a gap. So let's just equalize that out from the top and the bottom. Let's check. Have we got that positioned right? Or do I need to move it a bit? The joy of fabric tack. We check. Yes. Okay. Give it a nice burnish. Right. Perfect. Right. Luckily there's no right or wrong at this point. Any side would go. So we've got our little pockets in there. And as I said, there's not much that I'm going to do on here. Right, I've got scatter seeds of kindness, which are quite fancy. And I think there's not enough kindness in the world. We can all do something every day to add to the shortfall. Right, let's get this on. And I'm going to stick it on the bottom. Now, I didn't want to put too much on here because I love this digital. So I'm just going to put that there so that when you open that, you see that, and you're still going to see the pretty flowers that are there. That's all I'm doing on the inside. It's also going to keep it nice and flat. All right, so now I've got Rachel's gorgeous ephemera bits. So I've got a nice small flat tag. I'm going to put that one in there. And this in there. I've got a same tag and that for the other side, so we'll put that in there. And then for the middle, I've got these two ephemera pieces. This is from mine and this is from hers. I love those. Like a nice calendar. I keep it like that. And then we've got that little lady in there. All right, so we're going to close those up now. I was listening to Julie talk about the cheeky squirrel, and I do love squirrels. And I've got another little fussy cut of that cheeky squirrel and his little friends. This is his wife and his two children. Yeah, for the one hiding in the pot plant. So I thought I would go and stick them on. But I want them to peek over the edge of this. So when I close it, you've just got these little faces looking at you like that. What do you think? Yeah, so I'm going to just make a little drawing here. Not a drawing, but like where I want to place it, because I just want to soften it quickly with a little bit of probably the Distress Oxide, the white edges. So I've just fussy cut this out from my fussy cut page. Yeah, I put a lot of critters in there. I've got a hedgehog as well. I love hedgehogs. I feed them. I've got like a menagerie going on here at night. We have the foxes. Well, they come to the front of the house more than the back. I've got the hedgehogs in the back, family of field mice, which are minute, and lots of sparrows, robins, all sorts of birds, and one homing pigeon, a white one, that comes here every day to eat. So yeah, they're all in this kit, and my dog as well. So right, here was my little line outline. So that's where they're going. Ah, hiding in between the flowers. Let's see. Yes. Okay, get your ear down then, Mopsy. There we go. And then on this side, I thought I'd put this little, this is from Rach, I think. Got a right mix of everything here today, which is exactly what we hoped you would do. So we're going to stick this one in the prescribed position. I'm just seeing here. We'll stick it here. Right, let's get that down. And then I've got a cutesy little butterfly for this as well. So not a difficult project really. 2 pages that you are going to use to make this, and your little decorative elements. So not too bad. I just want to see what okay, so we'll put that there. There we go. And then this little butterfly, I want it to peek out. So I'm going to put him like that. Just checking where it is. Now, I like to distress the edge of butterflies. It sort of takes all the white bits that I didn't quite manage to cut out. Right. There we go. There we go. Oops, just some bits there. Right, so we're going to put him there. Perfect. Okay, so there we go. We've got that all there. Isn't that cute? So cute. You could make this as a lovely little gift for somebody as well. Now I've just got some gingham ribbon. I want to just put that in there. Oops. Let's get that in there. And in there. There we go. Tuck that down. And I'm going to make a nice little ribbon here, just to hold that closed. Okay, right. You can now take this and give it a soft. There we go. And now we want our book page. So here we go. I've just earmarked it there. I thought this was a good one, so it's this one. And then I've just got this going on here. I thought this was perfect for here. So we are going to stick that down like that. So let's move that out the way. And I am not going to stick glue on this side. So I'm holding it. I'm going to stick glue on those 3 sides. So let's grab the Fabri-Tac again and get that stuck on. There we go. Just mindful of the edge of my page. Like that, and I'm going to get it a little bit over there like that and hold that down. All right, so while that's doing its thing, I'm looking lovely over there. This is going to go over there, and then what I've done is I've taken one of my tags, put some ribbon in it. I love this one. And then one of my postcards from my Ephemera kit. Isn't that amazing? I love that. And we are going to stick that in there. I should really leave this to dry a little bit, but just so that you get this sort of idea. And there we have our project for today. And that's it. All done. All right, everyone. That's our little project for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. It will look great in any theme, and you can use any embossing folder. It doesn't have to be this one or 3D, you know. I think it adds wonderful texture to any project. Right, sorry, I'm catching my breath after running up the stairs, getting the delivery. Go and have a lovely Easter weekend. If I don't see you, I will be on again on Sunday. So go and have a look at Rachel's project, which I'm also going to go and have a look at now. And you've got the whole weekend to catch up on anything you haven't seen already. Woo! Right. And yeah, thank you so much for following along with the collaboration. Please go and watch everyone. Go and like, leave a comment, and hopefully subscribe to their channels. Such amazing people that are taking part in this, and so good of them to share their talents with us. Right, I will see you Sunday. Thank you guys. Bye bye.